I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced.
It's not in the case of anybody.
That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. What up, ho? It's been a minute, and we in other people business. We gotta talk about the backyard again. Astro Glide using Cosmo and Wanda's popping out child on live, and we also gotta talk about Mel popping out child and getting in some bloggers' ass. Now, y'all know, okay? I be minding my business, child. I don't know what's going on, but we gotta talk about it. And we gotta talk about it over on live. I've been meaning to go live with y'all, but your girl is busy, okay? I be busy, I be doing stuff. But let's get into it. And before we get into that, I heard Miss Black Titanic is in the hospital. She is getting heart surgery. So prayers to her, child. It's a lot going on, and I want everybody to be healthy, child. So that being said, Gooseneck popped out over on live with her man, and she was talking about how Mel's baby mama didn't want her to work, and I thought that was so funny. And of course, Mel's baby mama Wanda, because when I mention Cosmo and Wanda, don't ever think that he Cosmo, sir. Okay? He is not a he. He is a baby mama, so he would have to be Wanda. And when he was on live, or when Wanda was on live with the backyard again, Cosmo, he obviously had to embarrass her and say, "Oh, you was only making $15 an hour," and all this other extra stuff. We're going to talk about that later on in this video. And that's not to say that I think making $15 an hour is a really bad thing at the age she was at that time frame, but he obviously thought it was a bad thing, and he obviously plotted on her because she was making $15 an hour, and she was obviously wowed by his life that he lived with Mel. But like I said, we're going to get into that later on. So a blogger by the name of Prosperity Thick Girl had made a post, and it says, "This lady has done multiple interviews saying that this man has never put his hands on her. But now that she wants her name back in the people's mouths, Martell was an abuser." Obviously can't say it, but y'all get the gist. But we've actually seen Mel beating on Martell. Can't keep starting in the middle. Let's go back to the beginning of this saga. So Mel responded, and she says, "Girl, shut up. You always got something to say about something. My name never stopped being in people's mouths. I've been peep you when you took them folks' money." But of course, even after seeing the video and evidence, you and your posse still going to act slow. It's women like you we need to stay away from, because now go over to Forbes, Ebony, if you want to see my name, and don't report on me and make money off my name. How about we start in that middle? Mel also says, "And learn what multiple means while you're at it," because I guess what she's basically trying to say, we haven't seen her beating on Martell multiple times, and that's a fact. I mean, and let's be real, everybody have always said Mel is obviously, or has obviously, gone through some type of physical situation with Martell, considering the type of person that he is. It was a very obvious thing, I feel, in a lot of people's minds, except the people that just don't want to believe it. And it's very true that victims of abuse, oops, I hope I don't get flagged for that, but there's so many articles and so much proof that victims that are in those situations most times do not come out and say what they have gone through until they have made it all the way out. And even still, a lot of them don't speak about the things that they've gone through. I think that's pretty like evident. Like, come on, like that's like a duh. So I don't know where that comes from, child. But it's a lot going on, and Mel responded to that. She also responded to, I believe, girl, I ain't even finna talk about these folks, but she also responded to two other bloggers in another blogger's live video. I didn't get a chance to see it because I don't frequent where I'm not invited. So I had heard about it. People had DM'd me about it. And I did see comments about it or about how people perceived it or what they feel happened. We're gonna go live and y'all come tell me to teach y'all because y'all know I could be in other people's business, girl. I'll be in other people's business. What happened, y'all? What happened? Because, people are saying initially Mel had jumped in a blogger's live and people didn't believe that it was Mel. And apparently she had checked one person and then another person, I guess, had tried to say hey to her or something like that. And then she basically checked that person too. I don't know, y'all. Y'all gonna have to get in the comment section and let me know, and then we're gonna go live and we're gonna talk about it because I've been meaning to go live with y'all, but we really gonna be going live soon.
Application. Martell, do you want me to get a job? Because somebody just said he is the job.
So first, shout out to What's Happening because that's where I got this video. I seen this video over on TikTok, and girl, it's a lot we finna get into. So the fact that she thinks she's anything other than a mule is absolutely hilarious to me. She do think she's a kept person, okay? And I don't know. Because I always say for every high there's a low. So what others would consider being kept, some people could only dream of having even half of that. Some hoes willing to take, give me $500, give me $500 a month, give me $40 in gas, and baby, we up. And she just strikes me as the type of person, a little bit goes a long way for her. The little bit that she can get, she is extremely grateful for. So it is what it is. So she thinks she kept, and I guess it depends on who you ask, right? Because a man using you to get back at another woman, in my opinion, isn't necessarily kept. That's transactional, right? You do something for me, I do something for you. And that's just how I look at it. But I don't know. Others would say they in love. I don't think that they're in love. I don't think that they will ever get married. Like Martell is not going to marry this hoe. I think she is at the end of the day in love with him so much so that she has literally created her entire life around his life. His hate for his wife, she has picked that up, or she has, I guess, adopted that mentality. His greed, she's adopted that mentality. His entitlement, she's adopted that mentality. Although she's already had that entitled mindset, considering she thought that she was owed anything other than a quick F, when in reality, she wasn't even owed that. But Mill's baby mama gave that to her. In my opinion, she's adopted that narcissistic type of entitlement, and it's just baffling. And a lot of people will look at these videos and these lives and think that, oh my gosh, these people, they really trying to rub it in Mill's face. They doing all this stuff behind closed doors. And in reality, granted, it's fucked up because they are still doing things behind closed doors to Melody, but this is never going to be a W for Horion. The backyard again doesn't understand the narcissist mindset. So in the live video, Wanda was saying, and by Wanda, from Cosmo and Wanda, okay, I'm talking about Mill's baby mama Martell, Stalky Talkie. Stalky Talkie was basically saying that he wanted her to get a job. Initially, when he met her, she was only making $15 an hour. But he was also saying that he felt like nurses and doctors only, have intimacy with each other, or they be up in the building having X with each other. And I think that is so interesting because that is something that he is indeed going to hang over her head. But I also find that to be funny because there are a lot of other things that he hangs over her head, but she has to suffer in silence. And we won't get a lot of the back end of it until later on. But y'all get in the comment section and let me know what you think. I think her trying to give this high-end kept bitch vibe mentality. Even boys, shit, she has a way of trying to communicate with Martell in which she thinks that she is winning something or she has gained something, and it's a good watch in my opinion. It's a good watch because later on is going to be something to note. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. Y'all get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think.
Do you want me to get? Oh, girl, you get it on another level, baby. Do you want me to get a job, Martell?
Well, it's well worth it. I tell you that.
Do you want me to get a job? Because when I used to work and I did have a job, Martell was at the job. So, do you want me to get a job?
Hold on. What you say?
You were at the job, Martell.
I don't get it. What you mean?
You were bringing me lunch. You was there before I clocked off years ago. So do you want me to get a job?
That was 8-9 years ago.
It's a good watch because it's going to backfire, as it has already backfired even on her live, but it's going to backfire even more later on, and I just cannot wait. But that being said, her trying to give this soft, sweet, submissive, do you want me to get a job? Because when I did have a job, he was always there. Like, what point are you trying to make? Because initially I took it as he was always at her job trying to get her fired, low key, because how else would we take it? But her also adding in, because he was always there. First of all, the what? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That also is kind of like a dead giveaway. Like, girl, they was in the parking lot, damn, beating each other up. But so Martell's like, okay, what? And so she's like, do you want me to get a job? He was up there bringing me lunch and stuff like what the fuck point are you trying to make other than to tell us that you was messing with a married man and a married man was bringing you food and fucking you in a car? Because that's all it was. Like, how is him bringing you lunch to your job any inclination that he wouldn't want you to have a job, or he took issue with you having a job? But you a birdie ass hoe, so you wouldn't really get that, you backyard again looking ass bitch. So it is what it is, gooseneck. The flirt fell flat. And see, that's how you know all you good for is some Astroglide, because it doesn't even give that y'all truly connect on any type of romantic level. He doesn't get you or any of your jokes or anything that you try to imply, and he never actually even agree with anything that you imply. He like, girl, that was like 8-9 years ago. Like, bitch, I ain't bringing you lunch no more, ho. That time has passed, bitch. You don't ruin my life, ho. I can't afford lunch, you broke ass bitch. Like, girl, he don't want to buy your ugly ass lunch, bitch. You backyard again looking ass bitch. You live in a fucking barn. Go back out there. Eat you some fucking grass, bitch. Take you some leftover grass to that damn Spider-Man and call it a damn day. He can't bring you no steak unless it's a piece of that botched ass, because you the new heifer. You get it?
You were still there.
Girl.
So, I mean, do you really want me to get a job?
Yeah, I do, as long as it's worth it. But like back then, you making $15 an hour? No, ma'am. I don't want you to work because, no.
Who said I was making $15 an hour?
Back then, you were 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 years ago. You was making.
I don't know. He's talking
you was
about
making 14. How much were you making? That's the fact right there.
Right, but even
no. How much were you making?
I can't remember. I remember. So long ago, Martine worked in years.
That's the reason I didn't want you to work, because it didn't make sense. $14 an hour? No, ma'am.
$14 an hour, Martine? I was never making $14 an hour. But even still, me going to work now as a nurse.
Hey, so guys,
Can I work full time?
He loved fucking embarrassing her. Like, I fucking love to see it. He loved fucking embarrassing her. Like, ho, you thought you was finna get up on live and flex up? Bitch, please, ho. You ain't making enough, bitch. You are the maid. You mammy ass, maid ass, backyard again looking ass bitch. So get your ass in here and fold my kids' clothes, ho, and make them dry ass eggs, bitch, that they don't like to eat, that they gonna run and tell their mama that they hate it. And she gonna have to make up for it and buy them a chef for the rest of the week that she has them, ho. Don't ever get it twisted, bitch. You are the maid. And that's why he won't marry you, because he's a user. You will never amount to shit in his eyes, because like he said, it's not worth you going to get a job if it's not going to be making any type of money. He said he thought $15 an hour. That don't make no sense. That ain't no type of money, ho. That ain't no type of money for me, bitch. I need you in here taking care of these kids. I need you in here washing these clothes, bitch. $15 an hour, girl, please, ho. If you was making way more than that, I promise you he'll be snatching that out of your pocket. But I don't even think you can surpass that. And even if he do put you through school, or you're so ditzy minded, I don't even see how you're going to be able to keep the license, because people are going to be on your ass.
So because, I don't think...
Martell tell her, I can't work nights, y'all, which is crazy because you get paid the most at nights. Yeah. Can I work nights, Martell?
You would not work nights.
Why? You get paid the most at night.
You have a beautiful daughter and a young son. No.
They could be sleep at night, Martell, while I go to work, and then in the morning I'd be able to take my kids to school, pack their lunch like I do every single morning.
Well, you don't have a blog, so we ain't gonna talk about that. No.
A blog?
A blog? What they call it, a blog? No. Don't worry about it.
It's my real life, Martell.
Yeah.
Some people don't show everything that goes on in their life. Me and you choose not to.
Oh.
So do you feel like I need?
Yeah. Okay. I don't want you to work nights, and the only time I want you to yeah, so if you do work, it just has to make sense financially. That's all.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the love you give, you can't replace.
It's not in the case of anybody.
That's why I spend my life